What kind of living planet stays invisible to even our strongest instruments? It moves calmly through space. If life exists there, why does distance still hide its atmosphere completely? Welcome, and let your breathing slow naturally. Tonight is quiet, intentional, and private. We begin a gentle investigation, allowing curiosity to open slowly without pressure or urgency together. Far away, an Earth-sized planet follows its orbit patiently. Kepler-186f reveals itself only through softened starlight measurements. No image exists, only absence translated into reliable numbers carefully gathered. This journey begins without visuals or certainty. Mathematics replaces landscapes, textures, and horizons. Every calculation becomes a narrow bridge between imagination and testable physical reality, held delicately together. The discovery arrived quietly, without celebration or spectacle. Starlight dimmed, returned, then dimmed again. Repetition carried meaning, inviting patience before belief was allowed to form fully within science. Years passed as data remained under careful examination. Confidence grew slowly through consistency and restraint. Only persistence transformed faint signals into planetary confirmation, earned through discipline, time, and trust. This world entered records without images or drama. Surfaces stayed unseen, skies unknown. Understanding formed entirely through timing, motion, and mathematical alignment, where certainty replaces imagination carefully over time. The star it orbits burns cooler and smaller than our sun. Energy arrives gently, never excessive. Habitability depends on balance, distance, and atmospheric behavior rather than brightness alone. Daylight there would feel unfamiliar to human senses. Brightness resembles Earth's late afternoon calm. Shadows stretch softly across terrain, shaped by limited photons and persistent stellar restraint always. Red dwarf stars live extraordinarily long lives. Time becomes an ally for slow planetary evolution. Yet dimness complicates warmth, climate, and long-term stability across billions of silent years. This planet's size closely matches Earth's familiar scale. Such similarity encourages careful comparison. Rocky composition is likely, anchoring mountains, plains, and unseen geology beneath whatever surface exists quietly. Gravity may press slightly stronger than Earth's pull. Movement would feel heavier, slower, deliberate. Every step would meet resistance, reminding bodies of mass, density, and planetary strength constantly. Without an atmosphere, temperatures fall dramatically. Cold dominates silently across the surface. Habitability therefore waits on gases, pressure, and heat-trapping layers we cannot yet observe from Earth directly. Kepler-186f orbits near the outer edge of its habitable zone. Energy arrives cautiously, never abundant. Warmth must be preserved carefully through atmosphere, circulation, and time to endure long-term. A thicker atmosphere could retain precious heat. Carbon dioxide becomes central to survival here. Climate balance depends on invisible molecular behavior, quietly deciding between frozen silence or flowing water. This world is not an Earth twin. It remains an Earth cousin, familiar yet distant. Similarity invites hope, while difference preserves mystery, patience, and unanswered scientific longing tonight. Because the planet orbits relatively close to its star, tidal forces become important. Rotation may slow over time. One hemisphere could face constant daylight, while the other remains locked in darkness. This outcome is possible, not certain. Distance places the planet near a delicate boundary. Climate models hesitate here, weighing rotation speed, atmospheric thickness, and internal heat together carefully. If tidal locking occurs, survival depends on movement. Winds must carry warmth across hemispheres. Life, if present, would adapt to gradients instead of uniform environmental comfort. Axial tilt may still shape this planet's climate. Tilt introduces seasons even under dim starlight. Temperature changes would arrive slowly, stretched across unfamiliar and extended cycles of time. Seasons here would feel subtle rather than dramatic. Transitions blur instead of arriving sharply. Ice, wind, and cloud patterns would quietly mark the passing of planetary time. Climate stability matters more than warmth alone. Consistency allows chemistry to persist long enough. Life favors predictability when energy is limited and margins remain narrow. The atmosphere changes everything in this world. Thickness determines whether heat escapes or lingers. Without it, the surface remains frozen, rigid, and hostile to complexity. Carbon dioxide could trap infrared energy efficiently here. Greenhouse warming becomes essential rather than excessive. Chemistry quietly negotiates between deep cold and potential liquid water. Clouds, pressure, and circulation remain unseen. These invisible layers decide climate outcomes. From Earth, we infer their presence only through physics and careful restraint. The search for life extends beyond visible light alone. Radio silence offers no confirmation. Listening becomes an exercise in patience rather than expectation or reward. Signals weaken dramatically across hundreds of light years. Even powerful transmissions dissolve into background noise. Distance erases intention long before meaning can arrive intact. Silence does not equal emptiness. It reflects limitation. Our instruments measure reach, not truth, when separation becomes immense. This planet remains beyond atmospheric study for now. Its star is faint and distant. Even advanced observatories cannot separate planetary air from stellar light. Future telescopes may slowly reduce this barrier. Technology advances in careful increments. Each generation pushes curiosity slightly farther outward into space. For now, imagination fills the silence responsibly. Science pauses without surrender. Questions remain active, patient, and unresolved. Habitability here is not a promise, only a condition. Liquid water depends on balance. Temperature, pressure, and chemistry must cooperate patiently across immense spans of time. Being Earth-sized does not guarantee Earth-like outcomes. Context reshapes everything. Stellar type, orbit, and atmosphere quietly rewrite familiar expectations. Scientists therefore speak cautiously about this planet. Possibility replaces prediction. Language remains measured, restrained, and intentionally incomplete. This discovery shifted scientific confidence permanently. Earth-sized planets were no longer theoretical ideas. They became measurable realities within habitable zones elsewhere. Kepler-186f proved that rarity was an assumption. Small worlds could exist where water is possible. This realization reshaped future missions and scientific priorities. It became a reference point rather than a destination. A proof, not a promise. Importance sometimes lies in opening doors, not crossing them. Listening continues even without answers. Silence refines technique and expectation. Each unanswered search strengthens the next attempt. Distance teaches humility to science. Not everything yields quickly. Some truths require patience beyond a single generation. Curiosity remains active despite limitations. Wonder adapts instead of fading. Investigation continues without urgency or despair. The mystery is not whether life exists there. The mystery is access. Distance prevents us from reading the atmosphere, not from imagining possibility. Kepler-186f remains hidden because physics limits observation. Light weakens across space. Signals dissolve before arriving intact. Life may exist or may not. What remains certain is this: absence of evidence here is simply absence of reach. This world continues orbiting without awareness of our curiosity. Climate evolves slowly. Time passes without observation. Science steps back respectfully when tools reach limits. Waiting becomes part of knowledge. Restraint protects integrity. Some questions are meant to remain open for a while. They guide progress forward. They keep the investigation alive. If this distant world reshaped how you think about life and distance, stay with us. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let quiet science continue together.